Hi everyone. So I am back from my beautiful trip to California, and we are going to pick up right where we left off. Chapter 1, page number 6, the meaning of miracles. Now this is our last set of miracle principles, and this set of principles is amazing because it really kind of gives you the grit of, the meat, we could say, of miracles and why they are so important right now. So number 39, the miracle dissolves error because the Holy Spirit identifies error as false or unreal. So before we go on to the next sentence, let me explain this one. So the Holy Spirit does not necessarily see the physical you, doesn't recognize the ego you. It only sees the essential essence of who you are, the love, the light of God. That's what it sees you as. So it looks at the errors that you perceive that you made, the errors in your own thought. Because remember, we're here to remember how to think like God. And so it sees those errors as they're unreal, they're false. It's not the truth of who you are. And that's why then it says, this is the same as saying that by perceiving light, darkness automatically disappears. So let's say you walk into a darkened room. We'll say the darkened room is your thoughts at the moment. They're about lack, despair, sadness, anger, resentment. And so we'll say that's the darkened room of the ego. But as soon as you are willing to shift your perception from one of fear to love, that is when the light automatically comes on and all the darkness in the room disappears. It disappears. It is dispelled. And so, light does not fight darkness. There's nothing for it to fight. Darkness is not real. Darkness has no real substance. The only thing that is real is a love. And that's what this passage is really talking about. The miracle is a symbol that love is the only thing that is real. Okay, so then we'll go on to number 40. And it says, the miracle acknowledges everyone as your brother and mine. So remember, Jesus is said to be channeling this book. So he's saying not only do you have to see everyone in the world as your brother, but including him, including Jesus, because he is nothing more than an older brother, is what he actually states in the course. He actually says, I am nothing more than an older brother. I am just, half a step ahead of you. That's it. So, and then goes on to say, it is a way of perceiving the universal mark of God. Because remember, who created you? God created you. You are in the image and likeness of your Creator. God created you whole, pure, perfect, protected, and provided for. Anything that you see outside of yourself that does not reflect that, that is when we ask for the miracle, because we ask for the healing of our mind. That's when you go to your wallet and you don't have any money, you don't sit there and say, dear God, give me the money. You say, dear God, please help to heal the part of my mind that still believes that I could be lacking in any way. Or you look at your life and you don't have you're not in a relationship. It's not, dear God, bring me the right person. Bring me my soulmate. Bring me my twin flame. It is, dear God, please help me. Please heal the part of my mind that believes that I am unworthy of love. That's what we're asking for. And so if you can begin to see everybody as your brother, everyone out to help you, everyone as whole, pure, perfect, protected, and provided for, you are beginning to think in the way that God thinks about us. Now, is that the easiest thing to do? No. But what you can begin to practice, and this is actually what I posted on my videos for the 4 words to lead you to happiness, which is when you go out, you go to the store, you go on a walk, you go to school, you go do anything. This is what you can say. You can simply say in your mind, you don't have to say it out loud, the love in me recognizes the love in you. Thank you, I love you. And then just kind of visualize that person. I like to do it by visualizing an angel behind them. Just saying they are touched by God. Simple, easy. You can do that. And I actually did that at the airport for my layovers, because each one was 30 minutes long. So I had 30 minutes to wait. So with each time someone passed me or I looked at someone, I just said, the love in me recognizes the love in you. Thank you. I love you. And then I just kind of visualized an angel or golden light on them. And by the time I was done, I mean, half the airport was bathed in golden light because I just kept on saying it to everyone that passed me by, even people who seemed rude, irritating, because I didn't want to see that. That was my perception. That was the ego mind coming in and being like, oh, look, people are rude. People are terrible. And I said, no, I'm willing to see the truth. And the truth is we are all divine children. Each and every one of us. And that's what I was determined to see. And I am still determined to see. And I am still going to continue to be determined to see. And I ask that, I don't ask, I invite you to begin to do the same. So then we'll go on to the next one, which actually is a perfect lead-in. So it is number 41. Wholeness is the perceptual content of miracles. Thus, they correct or atone for the faulty perception of lack. Once again, the miracle shows you that you are whole, pure, perfect, always connected to the divine. That's what the miracle is. It shows you that the problem is completely solved. Not just a little bit solved, not just maybe. No, completely solved, completely resolved. So then we go on to number 42. A major contribution of miracles is their strength in releasing you from the false sense of isolation, deprivation, and lack. How beautiful. The main strength of a miracle isn't necessarily the outward condition. It is there to show you that you are not isolated, that you are not deprived, that you are not lacking. It helps you to see things in a different way. It helps you to see the miraculous. It helps you to see that in truth, you are never alone, that God is always there, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, angels, guides, whatever you want to say. It really gives you, the miracle really gives that to you. And it shows you, oh, wow, or, you don't know how you're going to get the money, and you pray for God to help to heal the lack in your mind, and then a check shows up in the mail, showing you that lack was never real in the first place. It was only you thinking it was. Then we go on to number 43. Miracles arise from a miraculous state of mind or a state of miracle readiness. So this brings me back to Dr. Wayne Dwyer, who said, I'm realistic. I expect miracles. All too often, we don't expect miracles. We expect that we have to solve the problem, that God's not going to do it for us. And it's not that God's going to do anything for you, but what he can't do anything for you that you won't allow him to do through you. And so to be miracle ready simply means to be in a state where you expect good things all the time, or you expect miracles. Now, I had to start off small. I will not lie to you. I had to start off small with this principle. I just used to say, okay, today I'm going to expect good things. Now, expecting good things is not an expectation for what it is that you think once again, you think is good. It is simply being open to whatever. Today, I'm going to expect good things. I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know how that's going to come about, but I know it's going to happen. And I want to give you this story that I was at work one day, and it was a terrible day. I mean, the kids were terrible. I just had a headache, and it was not a good day at all. But I remembered I had to shift my perception. So I said, okay, first I said, how does it get any better than this? Giving the universe that opportunity to say, hey, I'm willing to see this day differently. And then I said, okay, today, right now, I'm going to expect good things. And that's it. And I let it go. Well, then for lunch, I had our director come in. She's like, hey, by the way, some parents, bought you guys Donato's Pizza. Hello, Donato's Pizza is my favorite pizza. They're thin crust to die for. I'm like, oh, and they also got you breadsticks. Which I love to die for. So then I was like, oh, this is awesome. Well, then I get off work, and I didn't have a car at that time, so my mom came and picked me up. And she was like, hey, by the way, I found $100 at work, and my boss gave me 50 of it for me and 50 for him. What do you want for dinner? So I got to pick dinner. Then from there, we went to the restaurant. I gave a reading to the lady that was our waitress. And then she gave us 15% off of our bill. Then from there, we went home and we got the mail because we haven't been home all day. And there in the mail was a belated birthday check for me for $150. So my day went from, oh, this is so shitty, so crappy, to, okay, I'm willing to change my mind. I'm willing to see things differently. And in that moment, I shifted to miracle mindedness, and then the miracles began to come in. We have to be ready for the miracle. Our minds have to be prepared for them. So something you can do, something I would invite you to do, if you're having a hard time saying, okay, well, I believe in miracles, or I'm realistic, I expect miracles. Today, I'm going to expect good things. That's it, and leave it at that. All right, so now we're going to go on to number 44. The miracle is an expression of your inner awareness of the Christ and acceptance of his atonement. So this merely says that the miracle is an expression of your inner awareness, realizing that you are one with the divine, realizing your true identity. And even in the Course, it says, remind yourself of who you are 1,000 times a day. So that means reminding yourself, I am not this body. I am free. I am as God created me. I am whole, pure, perfect, protected, and provided for in all ways, as many times as you need to, until you begin to truly believe that. So that way you can see the expression of miracles in your life. Number 45, a miracle is never lost. It may touch many people you have not yet met, and produce undreamed changes in situations in which you are not even aware of. I love number 45. Number 45 is one of my favorites because so many people, want to do amazing miracles in the way of, maybe healing someone or doing, something miraculous, walking on water, whatever. The smallest miracle can actually make the biggest wave. Smile at someone. That can be a miracle because that smile will ripple out to someone else, to someone else, to someone else. And that last someone else may need that smile to stop them from killing themselves. You don't know what miracles you will do. You don't know how they will affect people. You don't know if giving someone $4 is going to change their whole entire life. Don't judge a miracle because it's what you perceive as small. Miracles are never small. If they are done in love, remember, they are maximal. They take maximum effect if they are done in love. And your miracle can touch the whole world. Your smile that you may give to someone may affect the whole world, and you will never know it. And that's okay. It's not about knowing what you did. It's just about being that tool, being that expression of love, that expression of the miracle. Now we'll go on to number 46. The Holy Spirit is the highest communication medium. Miracles do not involve that type of communication because they are temporary communication devices. When you return to your original form of communication with God by direct revelation, the need for miracles is over. So we use miracles here in time to remind us that we are always connected to God, is basically what that passage is saying. And once you remember the truth of who you are, you accept the truth of who you are, you don't need miracles anymore because you will be one with the divine. Number 47, the miracle is a learning device that lessens the need for time. It establishes an out-of-pattern time interval, not under the usual laws of time. In this sense, it is timeless. So basically, miracles are here in time to help us to learn and to shorten that learning process of how to remember to think like God. That's all that miracles are. They are a device that the divine uses to assist us in remembering who we truly are. Number 49. Oh, wait. Hold on, wait. Number 48. The miracle is the only device at your immediate disposal for controlling time. Only revelation transcends it. Having nothing to do at all with time. So once again, miracles are here to assist us in realizing that time isn't real and helping us to shorten the time we perceive that we need to get back to oneness. And once we get there, remember, man, the ego mind, is what created time. Time, in fact, does not exist at all. And so, but miracles must work in the confines of what we perceive as time. Now, when it says, about transcending. Only revelation transcends it, meaning that only when you are in that state of existential joy, bliss, and happiness does time seem to not exist at all. And that's what it's talking about. Number 49, the miracle makes no distinction among degrees of misperception. It is a device for perceptual correction, effective quite apart from either the degree or direction of the error. This is its true indiscriminateness. Miracle's always correct. That's really it. I know that was big and long and wordy and lots of big words in it, but all it is saying is miracles are here to help you. No matter how big you think the problem is, a miracle can always solve it, because a miracle is a maximal expression of love. And it can, just like it said in number 39, the miracle dissolves the error. No matter how big you think the error is, the miracle dissolves it, okay? Because it realizes it's not real. And then we go to number 50. The miracle compares what you have made with creation, accepting what is in accord with it as true, and rejecting what is out of accord as false. So as long as your mind is in that right place, you will see the miracle. It's the moment you start to go into fear, and all those other things, that we begin to misperceive. So once again, it says the miracle compares what you have made with creation, so what your reality sees, accepting what is in accord with what is true, so it only sees love, because that is the only thing that's true, and it rejecting what is out of accord as false, what is fearful as not true. That's why the miracle comes in, and it really can help to dissolve the error, because it only sees love as what is true. All right, guys, so that was all the 50 miracle principles. Next week, we'll be moving on to revelation time and miracles. Now, if you are interested in doing a miracle mindset call, or if you are interested in any of my programs, please feel free just to go check out my website, or you can, of course, message me, and either on Facebook or here. And if you want to check out my Facebook page, where I do lives every week, I do one on Monday, and I try to do one either Wednesday or Thursday, sometimes on Friday. Then you can go to www.facebook.com/Simply Intuitive. Simply Intuitive is all one word. And I send you all my love.